My Tuesday nights just got a lot more fun.
Yeah. Suck my joint.
805 Live with Spike and Drew.
All right. Well, it may not be entertaining, but it is the 805 Live with Spike and Drew show for Tuesday, April 26th, 2016. This is show number 18. Yep, this show is old enough to vote, so there's going to be some changes around here. What's going on, my little friend?
Old enough to what?
We can vote.
We're legal. Have your way with us.
You can have, you can have your way with us, but we can't drink.
I'm so drunk. I don't know what I'm doing.
How you doing, brother?
Show number 18. I can't even, in my mind, I can't even fathom it.
Did you just say you can't even?
I can't even.
Stop.
Get loopy, talk smack, everybody. Hashtag that shit.
Yep, we have a new hashtag. We are birthing it right here on this baby.
Yeah, we gotta tip our hat to the Omaha connections. Lisa just sent a Twitter or a tweet or a tit or something. She sent something on Twitter out. She's got her tweeter out.
Put those back away.
And I got to see it. It was really clever as hell, man. It was really clever as hell.
Do you remember what she said?
I'm pulling it up right now because that's what I can do. God, this is so riveting.
Wow.
Wow.
She said,
You got it? I don't have it.
hashtag get loopy, talk smack, as I recall. It might have been talk shit.
No, it was talk smack, I think.
I think it was. So let's do that.
Yeah.
I have a host to start us off.
You do?
I do.
Wait, the count. Hold on, here it is. The countdown begins to another funny 805 Live show with Spike and Drew. Hashtag get loopy, talk smack at 805 Live SD. That's our Twitter handle. We got a Twitter handle now. Check that out. Anyway,
things.
so let's open a bar. You said you have a toast.
Yep, but I got to open the bar sign first.
We're not scrambling last minute.
No, we're not. We are toasting to the meteorologists who tell me that we're going to be able to complete a show before the lights go out. Because we're just on the edge of wetness.
Well, isn't everybody when they speak to you?
Well, it's common.
So
So
we're cheersing to meteorologists.
everywhere.
I got a burp. I had some Taco Bell, and I don't know. We'll
Do
see
you
how
have a
it's-
toxic belch?
Not yet, but if I have one, you know where it's going.
Tink.
Right into that microphone. Tink. Salute, everybody. Whip out your 18-year-old. Never mind.
Vodkas.
See, now I'm a smart man, and I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why, Spike.
So I says to myself, self, it's time to make shots.
Uh-huh.
And so, and like we do, and I don't know how you do it, but
I pour
I bring mine in on a little saucer kind of plate.
a saucer. Yes.
So I don't have to, here I can show you. It's a visual. If you're listening on the podcast, I am showing to the camera my mini little thing that I put
with you bitches.
that I put the shots on. So after I made the shots, I'm like, well, God, it's only 6:15. And then I'm like, ting, light bulb went off, put them in the fridge. So those are nice right now.
You are an absolute genius.
Scanner, screamer.
It is.
In your bunghole.
Hey, listen. Hey, now.
Hold it.
You pinch him.
No, I saw David Lee Roth in Breaking News or something, but it's not breaking news.
Break us up with an update. Tell people where they can see us.
Hey, let's do that. If you haven't caught us on the Facebooks, head on over to 805liveshow.com and you can get links to all the different ways you can hear us through the iTunes, through the Googles. You can send us emails with tasteful nudes, lots of great stuff.
Untasteful nudes.
You know what we've been lax at, though?
Looking at the nudes.
Well, yeah, not many people sent in those nudes. I'm sure Vinny's wanted to, but they haven't come all the way through yet.
There's something you can't unsee.
Right. But you and I both have been lax about this, and I really meant to do it this past weekend, putting up little sticky bits.
What's a sticky bit?
Are you throwing me a softball? Or
I was. Until
okay. What we like to do is we like to stay interactive with everybody. For those of us who genuinely like us, not just say they like us to our face and then, turn.
You know how you are.
Or, not review us on iTunes. Just saying.
Significant people.
Yeah. We like to stay interactive. We like to show you things. I did a little cooking segment. Drew's done drinking
segments.
Yep. I lost where I was talking. God damn it.
It's going to be a great show.
We have 2 left. I haven't looked in a couple days, but we've got 2 magnets left. Oh, God.
Oop a day.
If you head over to the iTunes and you check out the podcast, the homepage of our podcast, throw up a 5-star review. I've got a couple of magnets with your name on it.
We are not above buying your vote, as I say every week.
Right.
Right.
But we do just want you to genuinely like the show. And if there's anything about the show that you would like to talk about or that you think we should talk about, head on over to 805 Live, 805liveshow.com and let us know.
There you go. Hey, I hate to bring it down, buddy.
Yeah, I was wondering how we were going to do this. I don't think we should do that first one first.
Well, I just want to break it down. There has been a huge loss in the entertainment community this week.
Yeah, and it could, we joke, and I'm still going to joke because it's still funny. What?
I said we do joke, but Chyna was huge, and we need to give her mad props.
No, they're both. I mean, both of those are huge.
All 3, really.
I just see 2 on my sheet. I don't remember who the third. Oh no, I do know who the third one was. I don't remember it offhand, but because he's a somebody. Anyway,
Jones.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what I'm saying because I hear you talk, so I stop talking. Say what you're going to say, man, because I got to get back on track in my head what's going on.
Focus and roll.
Right. Say something so I can figure out where I'm at right now.
Spike's not going to say anything about Billy Paul, who's saying me and Mrs. However, there has been some loss this week.
And all it would have taken was just a little grease the palm a little bit. Just a little bit to 805 Live, Spike and Drew. And Chyna may still be a light of day.
Likely not, but maybe. Likely not, but maybe. Who was Chyna? Tell us about Chyna.
Chyna was a WWE/WWF wrestler.
The eighth wonder.
And I don't know about the eighth wonder, was she?
That was the billing.
When she first came on the scene, she was pretty manly, but she had a little work done over the years. I actually pulled up the Playboy spread not too long ago and reviewed that, as it were.
As it were. And I think she was kind of getting her poop in a group of late. However,
go ahead.
Yeah. Found dead in her home. Her apartment in, where was it? It wasn't Oceanside. Where'd she live? coastal California, anyway, Santa Monica, somewhere around there.
So I don't know about if she was getting her poop in a group like you were saying. One of the shows I listened to, they were talking about her last YouTube video was really like cringeworthy to watch because she was just slurring. She just wasn't making any sense. She's like talking about, let's go down to the beach and watch the surfers or something. I didn't see it. I didn't pull it up.
One of our weekly shows.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a bad sign.
But she also went another direction after she was dating a wrestler named X-Pac, I think. XPAC. And it got to be interesting because don't you think that after a while, these celebrity, sex tapes, they weren't all necessarily, oopsie, they're out in the public.
I think after Tommy Lee and Pamela, it was a bit on purpose. I'm just going to say.
I would say that too. What is your beverage for the night? I'm taking a tangent here.
My shooter was a little beam fire.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. That bottle's about dead.
And your drink?
Well, same old mule.
See, now, F you. You can't give me shit for not switching it up. I switching it up tonight. I'm drinking vodka tonight.
Which flavor?
Ciroc.
There you go.
That's the Ciroc.
On the rock.
On the rock.
Yeah. So anyhow, Chyna, who had a small
of the sex tape. The sex tape. Did you ever watch that? Did you ever see any part of that?
Yes, I never did. Yes.
He's saying yes, but shaking his head no. I understand that, but okay.
Chyna had some skills beyond the wrestling mat.
Right.
Yeah.
There was certain parts of her, though, that looked like they could have been
boy parts.
Kind of.
You say sex tape like it was a leaked thing. She actually did professional porn videos, though.
Well, I was getting to that if you're pulling the curtain back again.
Well, and showing the Chyna bits.
Chyna bits. Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with this train of thought about the sex tapes not necessarily being so oops-a-day they're out there.
I don't think I saw an actual leak tape from her. I saw the released videos, I think.
Well, they released the whatever tape that they did, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not real clear on the progression of things.
How are you not clear on that? It's just a sex tape with the freaking wrestler dude, which is funny because she stands pretty tall. She was like 6 something, and he wasn't, and so that always just kind of makes me laugh.
Well, when you put him in pumps with a lip.
But
look better. So really, what's the loss?
So then I know she did a reality show with Brigitte Nielsen when MTV and VH1 were still doing their stuff, and I don't know if it was during the Flavor Flav thing, but those two together was just super train wreck. I mean, man, I've seen some guys like abuse substances, but these chicks, they must have snorted up most of Peru.
Yeah. in a manly fashion.
Right, because they both could like clock you in
they could bench press both of us, and we're large individuals. In a manly, beefy sort of way. You know what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Yep.
So after the reality shows, whatever that they did, she went into she got a small contract with one of the porn companies. I think Vivid, probably.
I think you're right. Yeah. And
I was not so successful trying to find those clips because I may or may not know of a few X-rated sites out there, but trying to find the actual clips that she was in, I found like a maybe a minute, but I'm like, no, you know.
After the show, I'll post a couple links for you. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, sad deal. I don't know if she OD'd her ass. My guess is she probably did. I mean, that's generally where we go with these things, right?
yeah, and it sounds like they didn't find her for a couple days, so that must not have been
Not looking your best. Perhaps you don't want TMZ there right now.
right.
Right. All right. So, yeah. Joni, rest in peace.
Yeah, that's right. Her name was Joni, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
And I don't know if she loved Chachi or not, but her name was Joni. That was minorly humorous.
What was her is it Lauer or something like that?
Joni Lauer.
Joni Lauer.
Yep. So let's cut through all the bullshit. Huge tragedy this week. Prince was found dead in the center of Paisley Park.
There's so much about this one, man. I mean,
wow, right?
I think the first and foremost about it being he held so true to where he grew up. I mean, he stayed in Minnesota this whole time.
Absolutely, and through lack of respect and support, never left. Interesting individual. Interesting and absolutely talented.
I was going to say interesting is kind of not even barely cutting the...
Barely scratch. Yeah, you're right. Barely scratching the glass. I mean, this guy was... I learned something about Prince this week that I did not know while he was alive. When Prince turned himself into a symbol, it was an FU to the record label that he was tied to. And apparently tossed out, I don't know how many bad albums to get out of the contract. And as soon as that was over with, renamed himself Prince again.
So you didn't know that that's why he changed the symbol?
No, I just thought he was off on a tangent.
Yeah. And I posted this. The thing that struck me was posting the meme, and especially after watching the induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where him and Tom Petty and those guys were doing "While My Guitar Gently Weeps," and I knew he was a good musician. And it's only been until now that I've been listening to a lot of his catalog since it happened. But multiple reports confirmed this, where Eric Clapton was interviewed and said, "What's it like being the best guitar player in the world?" And he says, "I don't know. Ask Prince."
Right.
Holy balls. Eric Clapton just called you out as the best freaking guitar player in the world.
And Eric Clapton, frankly, is guitar playing royalty.
Well, you know, I'm sure when he's done working at Guitar Center, he does like to go out and play once or twice.
A little bit. Slowly.
Could you imagine walking in a Guitar Center? Eric on the name tag.
You know, story about Eric Clapton and a guitar store. I've told you this story.
I don't remember it. Shocker.
We'll get to it after we talk about this. Did you see
Why not just tell it now? Why not? You brought it up. Tell it now. Brought it up. Tell it now.
Capitol Hill, Seattle.
Okay.
My buddy Bill owns a guitar store, and he collects Strats.
Okay.
And this is about 6 months, maybe a year before I met him. Broadway music. A guy walks in and says, "I understand you collect Stratocasters." And Bill says, "Yeah, I collect Strats." He says, "Well, my boss would like to look at blah, blah, blah Strat." He says, "Really? Who's your boss?" He says, "Eric Clapton." Bill says, "Yeah, whatever."
Oh, God.
He says, "No, really. Eric Clapton would like to look at your Strat collection." Bill says, "Okay, well, tell him to come into the shop anytime. I'm here noon to 9 every friggin' night." Sure enough, 2 days later, Eric Clapton walks in his shop and says, "I understand you have this guitar." Bill says, "Yeah, but it's at my mom's house." Look at it. Bill says, okay, locks the door on the shop, and off they trot to Woodinville, Washington, to his mom's house.
Oh, my God.
And he shows him this Strat. And Clapton says, what do you want for it? And Bill says, you don't want to know what I want for it. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to tell you. And he says, no. Tell me what you want for this Strat. So he tells him, and I think it was upwards of $6,000 or some stupid shit. Clapton just wrote out the check.
Well, yeah, because it's Clapton. If it's Clapton, you just give it to him, right?
Right. Well, and that's the thing. It was a ridiculous number because he loved the guitar.
I know, but it's Eric Clapton.
Here's your guitar. Thanks for the check. Boom, done.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask for money. I'm like, here. I mean, right? Because
$1,000 for this Strat. It was a 5750. I don't know. It was crazy.
Wow. And that's an interesting story in that I watched, I think it was Conan O'Brien or something like that, and they were talking to Joe Perry, and Joe Perry had some guitar that he just loved, and he had heard that Slash bought it from the place that he sold it to, because Aerosmith's been in their ups and downs.
Sure.
And when Slash heard about it, Slash said, here, because it's Joe freaking Perry.
Joe F. Perry, at any rate.
It's Joe fucking Perry, right?
There you go.
That's a great story. I don't remember that story, but that's an awesome story, man.
Interestingly enough, the same guy that I'm talking about that owned the guitar store, I ordered a guitar from. I said, look, I'm left-handed. I've got to have a left-handed guitar. So he says, here's what we're going to do. We're going to order it from Fernandez, who is building Strats on the 57 Stratocaster copyright. But it's going to be about 3-4 months because they have to build it since you're left-handed. So, in the closet, you've seen that Strat. You've taken pictures with that Strat.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
And you still have that?
I still have it. It's sitting in my closet right now.
That is outstanding. I got to take another sidetrack. If you've ever wondered, Ciroc and a glass of ice, it's water right now, man. It's so good. I'm just like,
You know what? If this show goes completely off the rails and you and I can only afford our internet bills and to do this show with each other, I would still do it.
But we'd still need enough for booze money.
Yeah, we have women that work.
Right.
Right.
Like they're gonna want to support our ass. Let me ask you this.
Sure.
How many times have you watched Purple Rain now in the past couple weeks or past week?
Shit. Several.
Yeah, I watched it.
The first thing that hit me was how ridiculous that guitar is.
Oh, and the Dove guitar in Purple Rain. Yep.
Yeah. There's the reverb's got to be horrible on that thing. But god damn, he was talented. Just so talented.
Let's Go Crazy is an amazing song, and it's only been within the last few years that I was told that what he sings is something that's like, let's look for the purple banana before they put us in the trunk or something like that. I didn't realize that's what the words were. I mean, not that I cared. I mean, it's not like I was going out doing Prince karaoke anytime soon, but
let's be honest, you and I probably liked Purple Rain to the extent that we were trying to get laid by chicks that loved Purple Rain. If we're going to,
I'm pretty sure that probably at the Zebra Club / Llama Room back in Yankton, Purple Rain was played more than a couple times as the final dance of the night.
Might have been the belt buckle polisher. Yes.
Between that and Savage Garden, Truly, Madly, Deeply, and that's only because Mick was banging some girl that liked that song.
Yeah. my personal favorite was Don't Speak, but I picked up the DJ mic after you did, so. I do want to bring this up before we shift gears. Elton John was quoted as saying,
I mean, we got a lot to I
performer
mean,
I have ever seen, a true genius, musically way ahead of any of us. Sang with him twice on stage. What an honor. And this is Elton fucking John.
yeah. I mean, can you name another musician right now today, still alive, who hasn't paid us to stay alive?
Right.
Who's going to be the next one that they say that about?
McCartney.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Invented rock and roll. I mean, who else? Honestly.
Well, and we just talked about two of them, Eric Clapton and Elton John.
Sure.
But I mean,
Prince was half their age. The
was
guy
he really?
Our era. Well, okay.
No, he's not half their age. He was like 57.
2/3 their age. Always size with you bitches.
And it was interesting to find out that he turned into a Jehovah's Witness, because for a while there, and some of you may not know this, Prince got a little freaky deaky in some of his songs.
I did not hear any of the Jehovah news.
Yeah, I don't know how long ago it was. Oh, something else I want to bring up, and because it's part, this is 50% my show.
No, it's 48% your show.
I saw two. No, what?
Yes.
What do you? I saw two different people post this about. Well, everybody's up in arms about Prince being dead, but nobody cared about da 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 da, da being dead from the Marines. And while I am sympathetic to that, while I'm sorry that somebody lost their life to save this country, that person wasn't there, when I was trying to make the moves on this girl while she was turning me on to Dance Music Sex Romance, the 1999 album.
Yep.
Because I can remember sitting out in the lake, where I used to live, and we're sitting in my driveway, and she's like letting me hear this song, and I'm like, I don't know how to make the next move, but this guy's singing crazy stuff right here.
Let's go all the way. Let's latch onto that line.
They weren't there to entertain us at the Super Bowl, but that doesn't mean that I care about those people any less. So stop trying to tell me who I need to care about dying. God damn it.
Exactly. Just because I'm concerned about this death does not diminish anyone else.
Right. And stop death shaming. I mean, we death shame because,
we're paid to.
We're funny. We're being funny when we say it. But when people go on their Facebook accounts and say, how dare you, people should be caring about da da da. Fucking suck my nut, man.
Left or right?
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. Prince.
So that was, yeah. Okay.
2016's been a hell of a year. That's all I've got to say about that. It's been fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did I want to talk about him?
Jim say.
I never really watched Under the Cherry Moon.
No, that one was, I never fell down that rabbit hole.
I think I tried to when it first came out, but like on video, like when you had an actual VHS,
Please rewind. Be kind and rewind.
I know, right?
Spike, allow me to interrupt our little teleplay. We're halfway through.
I see that.
At which point we have an event.
You do?
Rare.
I don't know what we're doing. What are you doing?
Look at me.
Oh, God.
It's the halfway shot. Here at our little pub, our little corner pub where we gather and talk about the topics of the day.
We embrace the world from the Central Coast to the West Coast.
Mostly on their buttocks. Where we do most of our embracing.
Take out, if you got another adult beverage with you, time to do it halfway through the show.
Whoop. Oh, boy.
So what I was going to get to next was, and this harkens again back to the Llama Room Zebra Club era. There's a song that he does called, okay, I'll just say it, Pussy Control.
Dude, it's been so long since I've thought about that tune.
This is going back to what I was telling you about with the Jehovah Witness thing, because he got real dirty there for a while, but then in some of these later years, he was like asking people not to even like swear around him.
Huh.
But Pussy Control, though, man, I've got, and I think you've got it too, don't you? The mix,
Yeah,
from that night where it was, what's that?
DJs love an automatic tune. They love to fill a dance floor. They love to be able to recover from a bad tune.
Well, the mix that
where I'm going. If you throw that,
I don't
tune
know where
on,
you're going.
money.
Say that again.
You throw that tune on, your money. You've just saved yourself from whatever you tried to do before.
Right.
Oh my God! Automatic.
Point what I was trying to get to was the clip that I think that you have, that I have. I recorded one night when we were doing the Riverboat days, where I did the Bee Gees' "Staying Alive" and then an updated version of "Staying Alive," and that had a cold ending. And then I clipped on that Pussy Control and did a little announcement over it and talked it up just perfect. I mean, just said the last thing and it kicked in. I thought you have that. I thought you had a copy of that.
I don't. I think I need you to send that to me. But that was, I think I was running the club at that point, and you'd been in California for a few years and came back.
That could have been.
Popped, and I drug your ass up into the booth. We kicked the DJ out.
Was it that short guy?
Yeah. No,
which one was I thinking?
That one fella?
The transgender guy or another one?
Yes, it was him. And we sent him elsewhere, and you stone cold mixed that out of the blue.
Well, I don't know about out of the blue, but it was a good mix.
Well,
I wonder if I throw that on SoundCloud, how much trouble do you think I'd get in?
None, because it's SoundCloud. Nobody goes there.
I might have to put that up there for a limited time just because I don't want to get in any trouble. But
at least long enough for me to snag it, because I haven't heard it in 15 years.
Well, right. I mean, letting you hear it's one thing. I meant for anybody to hear it.
Oh, them other folks, yes.
Because we're talking about it. Of course, I'll send it to you, but I'm just saying so that other people get a chance to listen to it. God, we got to have show meetings every once in a while.
We could possibly meet before 5 minutes before each show.
Oh, well, last time I called you at like 6:30, you're like, why are you calling me so early?
What are you doing?
I'm like, because I fell asleep on you last time.
Speaking of fell asleep, you had a big weekend, buddy.
Holy Lord. And I tell you, I wish I could have all my love people around, my Yankton peeps, my Sioux City peeps, everybody. 3 days, 3 shows, 3 different venues.
You're exhausted, huh?
Yeah. KTalonBand.com is my little band project I do with some other guys that live like right here in this main area of West Sacramento.
Your little
yeah. Friday night, it's good night. We need lights. I love, you know this, I love lights, and we don't have good ones. I've got my stripper light, but that strobes every once in a while, and it freaks the band members out and sometimes some of the audience. So yeah, and it's for some reason I remember when you and I were out working bands, it seemed to go a lot later, but like when we did Yellow Brewery, it was like 6:30 to 9:30. I was home and the 11 o'clock news still hadn't come on.
As the mighty lost.
Then Saturday,
that's crazy.
Saturday we played the Rendezvous Winery. We started at like noon. We got done at 4. I was back home chilling, you know. And then the Earth Day thing, which is that's the one that got me the most. If you look, Even though I'm pretty white, I actually got some sun where my leather band. For the people that are listening on the podcast, I got a little sun because there was absolutely no shade at all. It was just whap, just it was so hot, dude. So hot.
Yeah, I was also getting my scalp sunburned again as I videotaped soccer. I say,
and I tell you,
that's what used to be the
right. I tell you what, festivals is the way to go, dude. 45 minutes, one set, done. Holy God, that was.
You want to do the Festivus for the rest of us from here on out?
The what?
The Festivus for the rest of us?
What do you mean, do I want to do that?
Festivals. Keep up, would you?
I speak English, mother trucker. Shoot. I'm trying to think. We definitely had one or two exuberant people dancing at Earth Day. Shocker.
Were they doing the hippie dance?
Yes.
I have a question.
And I saw. Go ahead.
And you know that I live in ground zero of hippie day dance movement. Saturday in the Park here in Sioux City, Iowa is ground zero for hippie people. I want to know where they hang out the other 364 days a year. Do they just get put in a closet? Where? Because you don't see them going to the grocery store. You don't see them at the gas station. But all of a sudden on festival day, there's Earth Mother and her braless boobs and her sandals and her patchouli. But where is she the rest of the year? Honestly.
She's dressed and working at Starbucks.
Can't be. Can't pull off that change. Those people disappear.
So one of the people we had out dancing, she looked like Morticia, pretty much. Sweet. It was, like I said, 85 degrees, maybe a cloud and a half in the sky, but for the most part, no. Just black burqa with a black face mask, whatever it is, over her face.
Sure.
Black all the way down to her hands. She had black gloves on, black dress, long black dress. Now
right?
No what?
No Ray-Bans.
You can really see her face. But my thought was that I feel bad if she's got a condition that she can't be out in the sun. But when you go out there and you dance the way you dance by yourself when a band's playing, you know,
I'm about to have. If she has a condition, she can move 2,000 miles up the coast. She can go to Seattle. The fucking sun hadn't been out in 7 years. She'd be fine. She could walk around in shorty shorts and a tank top.
Before we played, they had, and I apologize, I didn't get the full name of it, but what they had is, I think it was a school, a wide variety. Oh, no. Kirk did tell me. Kirk said that they were doing a Brazilian thing, which is more than 1 million.
Brazilian is like 100 million.
Right. But what it is apparently the slaves were learning fighting moves, but so that the masters didn't find out, they disguised it in the form of dance. So they had like
a bald white guy told you this?
No, Kirk told me. So they had like 30 guys with different drums and percussion stuff, just just killer beat, dude. I mean, we all sat in awe. I mean, the whole park just sat in awe because it's just a spectacle to have 30 different drummers just laying down just that tribal fucking beat, man. That's just amazing. And then at intervals, two people would come out and they would seem like they were doing a fight, but it was almost a dance, and it was riveting.
Gotcha.
Just dynamite. What else? The other part about it, like I was saying with festivals, so they had a dedicated sound man. They had actually a team. There's like 3 guys. And so when we got there, they're like, okay, well, what do you got? We told them. They're like, okay, the guy got done before us. And so we had 15 minutes to get my drums out there, get everything set, tuned up, and check the monitors, and then go. I didn't think we'd do it, but we did it. But it was phenomenal. I mean, hearing the mix was really cool, and we were really tight. And then when we were done, they came up and they all said that they love the electric kit because it was easy to EQ.
Huge.
And even Kirk's wife and some of our friends out there said that it sounded real good, and it melted my heart. They said the bass drum was killer, which on electric kit I can make it sound whatever I want.
Exactly. Yeah,
but,
you can make it 18 inches if you want.
Right. Hey, see what you did there?
Hey, and you know what? I am guessing there are some festival videos on YouTube. Hook us up with some links. We'll post them in the show notes.
I'll see if anybody took some video. I know we did from the other night. Say again?
I'm sure there's some stuff out there. Find a link and we'll post it up.
Right. We did some from YOLO, but like I said, we don't have lights for our band yet, so they're kind of dark. So I don't think I'm going to post those.
Lucky.
So, and then the final thing that I wanted to talk about that just is a great moment for me, and it was kind of a passing of the baton. But a couple good friends of ours, kind of like to call them Ken and Barbie, but they're not together anymore. So it's kind of like Ken and Barbie are friends, but they've got a little son who's I see 10, might be 10. But they came out to see the show, and so I was saying how glad I was to see him, and I'm like, hey, Jonathan, I bet you don't know remembering me. And he said, well, no, that they've talked about us before, Ashley and I. And so I said, well, wait here. And so I ran back to the Anvil kit, grabbed a pair of sticks, and I brought them back, and I said, hey man, go nuts, see if that's what you like, and if it's not, no biggie, but just have at it. And he was tickled as shit to get those, man. And so that moved me a little bit. That was a pretty great moment.
Excellent moment. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but we have a summer series here. Fridays on the Promenade. And there is a kid who is one of the special needs kids in town here who always gets up and does he drums the whole set for whoever's up there.
Nice.
He got a set of sticks a couple times last year. It was a special moment. So I get what you're saying. Yeah,
it was great. And on a side note to that, I've been using those Badlands sticks almost primarily. I mean, I've got, and I've been showing you this.
You're ever going to break them out, let alone use them.
I broke them out that first time you sent them, and they've got a real nice feel to them, so I've been using them. I mean, I've got this Travis Barker pair that looks like they'd be good, but that tip there, for those of you listening to the podcast, I'm showing you these Travis Barker's signature sticks. I don't know. Who did Travis Barker play with? Do you remember?
Oh, black.
Who did Travis Barker play with?
I don't know, but it's a black thing, so I'll just go with it.
Oh. And then I've also got the Tommy Lee Ahead signature sticks.
This is just last week's segment.
We didn't do this last week. Shut up. But these are some heavy mamma jammas. These are going to do some damage if you have a real kit. So for now, those are just memorabilia sake.
Sakes
alive.
Mercy.
Oh. God, we were talking a lot about the band. Sorry about that. If you're within the sound of my voice, whip out Justin Timberlake's song "Drink You Away."
Oh my God, dude!
Because that's an earworm that will get up in your head, and the band is working on that one as we speak. Hopefully, we're breaking that out.
That piece of shit 17 times this week.
It's a good song, man. It's good. Kirk's got the guitar down. I just need a chance to set the drums up, and because the drums aren't just normal drums in this thing. It's like they're hand claps, and then there's some drums with a little hi-hat. But check that song out if you're
oh my God. And you know what I love about the video you sent? And we'll post a link up if somebody reminds me in the show notes.
Gotcha.
JT in Nashville getting mad props.
Mm-hmm.
The audience is looking at him going, yeah, he's really good. Amazing.
I don't know who that guy was that he's played with. I think he's a newer guy that's on the scene, but
Dude, he won everything at the CMAs this year. It's not Chris Martin. It's
Wentworth?
no, it's not JD or his Wentworth. We'll get our shit together and post it in a note because we frankly don't have our shit together now.
We have all the shits together.
Our poops are not in the groups, but wow. Yeah.
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton. There you go. Talk about stage presence. Wow. That's a good one. We'll post it up. Now you say something.
Now that's weird. Did you hear that?
I did.
I don't know how that's happening. Sorry, technical stuff. But I thought that was supposed to come through my headphones, and it's not. It's coming through the main speakers.
I thought it was just in my head, but it's
right.
All the people heard it.
So check out the time. Do you want to do our staple?
Our staple. Oh, yeah. Interestingly enough, let me tell you about our staple.
Okay.
Laying in bed last night about 11:30.
You were thinking of me again.
Yes.
Nice.
You know how we do. My lady love says, how are you going to stump Spike tomorrow? Like,
did you forget?
Frankly, I have no fucking clue how much. She says, mixology. What? She said, mixology.
God, she's the devil woman.
Oh, that's a great tune.
Devil woman.
Just a devil woman with
by
her mind.
Say it.
Ever get distracted?
Say it.
She's gonna get you.
No, do you know who did it? You don't know who did it, do you?
I don't.
Cliff Richards.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, talk about Stump Drew. Yeah. That's a great tune. If you don't know Devil Woman, look it up on the YouTubes. I'm betting it's there.
And while you're doing that, head over to the 805 Live Facebook page. I just posted the Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton song Drink You Away from the CMAs in 2015.
Such a great tune. Yep. Check us out, 805liveshow.com. We'll post notes. We'll post our shows. We got to get to Stump Spike, and I realize I'm supposed to be playing something. I got to tell you the rest of the story, though.
Okay.
Mixology. And I'm like, okay, well, that's good because Spike's been a bartender. I've been a bartender. We'll do a little mixology. And I got to tell you, I've been a little behind the 8 ball on Stump Spike lately because we're running through all the easy stuff. However, I found something.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's time to play the game you like. It's time to play Let's Stump Spike.
So here we go. This is from How Stuff Works. This is the Shaken Not Stirred, the Mixology Quiz.
Oh, I'm going to just suck at this, I think.
I have not been through it. I have just checked it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start the quiz together. Question number 1. Thank you. Every great mixologist knows how to craft the perfect martini. Simply add this fortified wine to a generous helping of gin. Would that be A, vermouth, B, sherry, or C, port?
A, vermouth.
All righty then. And I can tell you now, because How Stuff Works tells me as we go, you got that one.
Good. Nice.
There are 20 questions, by the way.
All right, so maybe we won't do that for everyone.
question number 2. One of the earliest.
Sorry. Starting now, we won't do it anymore.
One of the earliest uses of the term cocktail.
Tail.
Yeah. Came in 1806 and described a drink made from just these 4 ingredients: liquor, triple sec, salt and water, or B, sugar, soda, fruit, and whiskey, or spirits, sugar, water, and bitters.
C, bitters, sugar, water, and spirit, bitter, water, sugar.
What Tim say? He is correct.
Boom, baby.
Make a sound effect thing now.
Oh, I thought we were not going to do that since you had 20 questions.
All right. Next question. What liquor traditionally serves as the base for the classic Cosmo? Vodka, tequila, or whiskey?
That's vodka.
Alrighty. Survey says Spike is correct. You are 3 for 3, my friend.
Nice.
What drink would you have if you combined gin, lemon juice, sugar, and seltzer? Would that be a margarita, an Americano, or a Tom Collins?
That's an Americano.
Negative. That would be a Tom Collins.
Tom Collins.
Just bit. Damn it. You just totally went the blue collar comedy tour on me.
How did I do that?
Well, I don't know. Question number 5 of 20. What beverage also goes by the names Red Snapper and Bucket of Blood? Would that be the Tequila Sunrise, the Bloody Mary, or the Sea Breeze?
Bloody Mary.
Alrighty. Yay!
Yay.
Crowd goes on. Question number 6. Add lime juice, orange curacao, and almond syrup to rum, and you've got yourself one of these South Pacific creations: the Mai Tai, the Margarita, or the Mimosa.
That's the Mai Tai.
Ain't it just a Mai Tai?
Ain't it just?
All right. When my computer catches up, we'll go to.
By the way, if I have a heart attack if we're on the show, keep rolling. Just because,
dude, trust me,
just now my heart just kind of went, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" So I better drink some more.
We will videography the thing if you ever.
Nice.
All right. What sweet red syrup would you pair with tequila to make a tequila sunrise? Do you want me to read the suggestions, or are you just going to tell me?
Grenadine.
All right. We knew somebody named Grenadine once upon a time.
Well, Geraldine, but yeah.
Okay. What liquor can be found in a mojito? Gin, vodka, or rum? Do, 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 do.
Is it rum?
Yep.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Question 9. Searching for a classic cocktail? Look no further than this concoction made from cognac, triple sec, and lime. Would that be the Americano, the old-fashioned, or the sidecar?
It's triple sec. What else and what else?
Cognac, triple sec, and lime.
That's the Americano.
No, that would be the sidecar. But thank you.
Damn it.
All right. What's the difference between... I know this one so well. What's the difference between a white and a black Russian? A, the use of heavy cream. B, the addition of freshly brewed coffee. Or C, serving temperature.
All Russians matter, but in this case, it's heavy cream that differentiates them.
We most ignore.
And if you throw a little splash of Coke on there, what do you get?
You get... Oh! God.
Say it.
It's a caliber that you shoot guns from. It's
Negative.
what is it?
If you make a White Russian and add a splash of Coke on the top,
Dog.
there it is.
Thank you. I knew it was somewhere in my head. All right. You can chuckle some with me and make me feel better.
I'm chuckling. I'm smiling.
Which of the following liquors is not traditionally found in a Long Island iced tea? Vodka, whiskey, or tequila?
Whiskey.
Yep. What goes in a Long Island iced tea? All the white booze in your ale.
Well, all booze matters, but it's the clear booze you mean.
Well, there you have it. What liquor traditionally serves as the base in a Manhattan? Rum, vodka, or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Yeah. That's why we like them. This is a long quiz. Question 13. Which of the following is not typically used to make a margarita? Rum, tequila, or triple sec?
Rum.
Well, that's true. This is not nearly as entertaining without the sound effects.
I was going to say, well, that, and I was going to say, Yoko, suck my mixologist junk.
So that would be like a shot, right?
The vodka's kicking in.
Question 14. What type of liqueur would you use to add to mint and simple syrup to craft a julep? Whiskey, rum, or tequila?
For a mint julep?
Mint julep.
Rum.
You want to go with rum?
Tequila.
You want to go with tequila?
Really? Is it whiskey?
Yes. Hello. Yay.
I thought mint julep was like rum kind of stuff.
Dude, it's Kentucky where they make bourbon.
Boybin.
All right, question 15, and we're only 5 away from getting out of this horrible mix.
Let's get out of that.
What drink was originally known as the Milano Torino when it was created around the time of Prohibition? Would that be the Manhattan, the Mai Tai, or the Americano?
Americano.
You've been dying to make the Americano correct, and it is.
Yay! Suck that Americano, Yoko.
Alrighty, so question 16. Forget counting.
Okay.
Madeline didn't like it when we counted. What tool do bartenders use to ensure a perfect pour?
A shot
Jiggers,
glass.
muddlers, or misters?
A jigger.
Yeah.
That was with a J.
Alrighty. Question 17. How many ingredients make up the gimlet? I love the gimlet. So love the gimlet. 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Survey says you are correct, mine little friend.
You know who else liked gimlets?
Who else like gimlets?
You're the sister to wife number 1.
Really?
Remember when she drank? Because she stopped drinking. I remember she stopped drinking.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, vodka, I remember the gimlet.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's
because I was out the Yankton Inn doing the bartending out there, and you guys would come out for taco night.
Yeah. Well, I called it drinks night.
Right. Throw some food down the wife's gullet
and make my drink. All right. Question number 18. Known as a Buck's Fizz in England, what do Americans call this sparkling cocktail? The mojito, the daiquiri, or the mimosa?
Mimosa.
Again, you are correct, my little friend.
Hey.
Like this one. Question 19. What 2 ingredients make up a Bellini? Champagne and peach puree, sparkling wine and orange juice, or soda, water, and rum?
Champagne and peach puree.
I know that's right.
That's right.
I know that's right. Question 20, and to wrap up our little internet play, what ingredients are used in the modern sea breeze cocktail? And you live in California, you must know the sea breeze.
I don't drink sea breezes though.
But you pour them: vodka, grapefruit, and cranberry, or gin and vermouth, or grenadine, rum, and orange juice.
Grenadine, rum, and orange juice.
Are you sure?
No.
No, you're not.
Click it anyway.
No, you want number one.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. You, my friend, have scored 18 out of 20 with help.
That's not too bad there.
Between the two of us, we can pour a goddamn drink. I'm just saying.
Yeah, next time Yoko wants to give you the quiz ideas, tell her maybe go in the kitchen, make her a sandwich. Yo.
Go make me a little something, something.
Get in the kitchen, make me pot pie. Yo. You know, like you usually talk to her.
Really? And I don't know which offensive thing she's referring to. But it'll be one of the offensive things we've said throughout the show.
Oh, I'm getting a message coming in.
From my better.
You're welcome, bitch. I got your pot pie. God dang it. We need to have her on the show. Actually,
yes, and I have a spare microphone and camera just for her.
Actually, we were talking about that, about having the Mrs.
You know, here's the thing. If we have the Mrs. You and I might as well go read a book. Because people go up.
Oh, yeah. And people would listen to them more than us.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. So we'll ignore that. My friend, 18 out of 20 in Stump Spike, you are an internet hero.
Is it time for bed yet? Is it storming yet?
Not yet. I haven't heard nary a boom or a clap. Or a boom, boom, clap.
Boom, boom, clap.
Boom, de clap, de clap.
What do we got going here?
I don't know.
Did you hear Bruce Springsteen's version of Purple Rain?
Nope.
Check. Boy, it's out there somewhere. He's got it for a free download. I highly recommend it. It's not as good as the original, of course, but it's pretty good.
I have to hold you, my friend, to duties after tonight's show.
Duty.
You said duty.
You got duties for me?
We owe the faithful listeners links.
Well, so I put the Justin Timberlake one out there. What's the other one that we needed to put out there?
Possibly the Bruce
Springsteen.
Bruce.
Purple. Hard to
Remember
type.
we used to pour purple.
I don't
on
remember
Wednesdays for cheap.
Or cheap.
We have other stories we can't get to because, frankly, Spike and I bullshit a lot.
All right. We'll come back next week and we'll bullshit some more.
There you go. That's exactly what it is. Show up at 805liveshow.com. You can find this teleplay. You can find our podcasts. You can find our little sticky bits that we may or may not do.
You know what that means?
That's a Prince thing, wasn't it?
No.
What?
It means it's time for last call.
Oh, okay. Well, the kick. Give us the last call, Spike Daddy.
Last call. We're gonna revisit something we talked about tonight. I'm gonna say mine's to Eric Clapton. That's a lot of mad props that boy gives with that quote.
The thing he said.
Right.
Right.
big mad props. The other mad props I'm going to give is to everybody that comes out and supports live music and stuff. And God damn it, we need Drew to come out here and do a live show out in California sometime. Let's make that happen.
We have the transportable equipment. We're going to test it in June.
Right.
And after that, we'll take it to the West Coast.
West Coast. How bad does this suck? It's 8:06 and I'm yawning.
There we go. I got my West Coast. I'm throwing up my lines.
I'm too old. My fingers don't.
I know. It took me like.
I did a weekend of drumming, man. My fingers aren't crossing for nothing.
Fisted. All right. Well, tell us what we got to do. What can't we do?
What can't we do? Oh.
You can't stay here. Tell us.
Why do I always forget that? It's one of my favorite parts, and I always forget this. It's branding. It's the staple. It's
us.
Because I'm digging on the whole marketing thing. I'm trying to do some marketing for the band, trying to just kind of digging into that a little bit. It's so much fun. Benchmark, that's the word I was looking for. Anyway, so you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Son of a bitch, I hate you.
Run up to it again.
You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Tip your bartenders, tip your waitresses, and return your stewardesses to their upright position. Party at 408 Burley, and as always, make good choices, do good deeds. I'm Spike.
I'm Drew.
Jesus, get us out of here, brother.
805 Live with Spike and Drew is copyright 2016. Please read and follow all label directions. The views and opinions of Spike and Drew should not be taken as legal advice. No animals were harmed in the shooting of this documentary. Okay, a couple of gerbil were mildly injured. 29 City, 45 Highway. Your results may vary. Hooters would really like it if you'd sponsor us. Warning, spelling errors in this message are the product of a poor school system. Pay your teachers more than athletes. Does this handkerchief smell like chloroform to you? The product is meant for educational purposes only and resembles to real persons living or dead is probably coincidental. Void where prohibited. Some assembly required. List each check separately by bank number. Matters until contents may settle during shipment. Use only as directed. No other warranty expressed or implied. Do not use while operating in motor vehicle or heavy equipment. Postage will be paid by addressee. Apply only to affected area. For erections lasting more than 4 hours, call a hooker. Maybe 2 intense for some viewers. For recreational use only. All model over 18 years of age. If condition persists, consult your physician.